What is up, YouTube? Sam from Nebula X, and I am finally back at it. So it has been almost a month since I have talked to you guys, done any war recaps, done anything with the clan. Really, so I have to apologize for that. I was gone. Recently had a large move in my life, so I have moved areas quite substantially, and finally just got set back up, unpacked everything, and I am ready to get back into it. A lot has gone down in the last month or so. I've missed so much. There's a huge update dropping, I guess, hopefully next week. So some new things going to be coming out in Clash. As you can see, just taking a look at the screen, I have a new name and a new account in Clash. So while I am still Sam from Nebula X, or at least that's what everyone in the clan still tells me, my main account, Sam Crow, has left the Nebula for currently, for the time being. So I am off doing some other things, continuing to grow as a player, get experience, and learn new things. So in that absence, I have another Town Hall 9 in the clan here. And so this will be my account that's going to be with X. My departure has led to some promotions within the clan. So shout out to the guys, Snack Bar. Maybe you guys remember Admiral Snack Bar, who I featured on the channel a couple of times, pushed him back into the war scene, and he stepped back up and assumed his role in the leadership circle. And Vim, one of the transplants that we picked up from a war a couple months ago, or 6 months ago now, I guess maybe at this point, has come over. He's stepped up, taken a large role, and so they're doing a lot. So while I may not be physically in the clan with my main account, I am still doing my best with the clan, staying as involved as I can, and still looking for those arranged matchups. So there are going to be a couple of changes to my channel. So I don't want to just get on and recap every single war. I don't have time for it now currently with my new job and everything that's going on. So what I'm going to be looking for is to do, when this new feature comes out with the friendly challenges, hopefully doing some small little inter-clan scrimmages, since those will be easier to set up now. And then I will be looking to do arranged wars and hopefully some of the like potluck / monthly scrim type things, and then some other ideas that I have laid out. So hopefully that's going to cut me down to maybe once or twice a week recording, but I'm still going to get to bring some high-level content for you guys. So with that said, my return obviously has to be in an arranged war. So X is finally stepping up into the arranged war scene. I'm very excited. Some other things that have happened, obviously, or not obviously, I guess to some people, if my internet here will agree with me. X did hit level 10, so we had a 50-man war, huge event thrown for that, and hit level 10 in style, so that was a great war. And like I said, we've also stepped into the arranged war scene. So our first one, it's right there on the screen, was up against Baby Alumino. Big props to the guys over at Alumino. They absolutely killed it. Knew it was going to be tough for us stepping into that arranged war scene, hitting the new competition, and Alumino did not let down, so they put up a fantastic war, so shout out to them. But our second arranged war was up against Olympus 300, if it's going to load for me here. And Olympus 300, one of the Clash Tutor Kingdom clans, so you may have remembered a couple of my recaps. One against Violet Vipers, another, I think, against Purple Pigs, maybe, where X won both of those, and so we were really excited to get matched up with the Clash Tutor Kingdom with Heather over there. And so we were able to arrange with Olympus 300, and as you can see there, X taking the victory in this one, 74-70. So great job to both sides in this one. 0300 came out strong in this one. Their Town Hall 10 game was absolutely fantastic. They cleared our Town Hall 10 and our 9.5, but they did struggle on a couple of our 9s. So shout out to all of our guys who were able to hold. They did a great job with our base designing in this one. So really getting into these arranged wars. And 0300, a nice job as well. The 1 star left on the board was on their top Town Hall 10, a max Town Hall 10. But I want to definitely give shout outs to our boy Lights Out in this one. It's his first, I think, serious war as a Town Hall 10. And by serious, I mean like arranged or potluck type thing. And he did a great job dropping the fresh triple on a 9.5, and then, or I'm sorry, on a 9.5, and a pretty high percentage on the max Town Hall 10 up at the top, and then everything else getting cleaned up. So great job to all the guys at X in this one. But let's hop into a couple of replays from this one. So I'm kind of shooting off the cuff. I lost my notes that I had written down. I actually had recorded this episode last night, and because I had a few drinks, actually didn't have my mic on. So all of that commentary is gone. But first one, we're looking at Snack Bar going in on their number 5 base here, doing it with his kind of standard comp now in War, and it's this Queen Walk into this mass Valkyrie attack. And I really like this. Snack is doing something that I also really enjoy. So he's got the Queen going in, got the poison spell down, going to take care of those balloons, the wizards, everything that's coming out of that clan castle. And then he uses the baby drag on the other side of this attack to create the rest of the funnel so that his Valks can push in. And what Snack oftentimes does is use his Queen Walk to combine up with those Valkyries so that everybody gets the benefit of those healers. So the splash heal, I guess, the splash heal effect, still something. So there was a huge healer nerf with them triggering the air traps, which a lot of people thought was going to put an end to these, Queen Walk or any of these hybrid type healer attacks. But Snack doing a really nice job here. Those Valkyries all coming in. You can see them getting the effect of the healers. And a beautiful jump spell down there in the core. It's going to get him all the way there. A heal spell is down waiting. And there's the enemy queen taken care of now. Now those healers are moving into range. And unfortunately, they're getting targeted by 3 air defenses. There are air traps going off there in the core. But Snack not panicking. Everybody is just moving their way through. Those Valkyries are doing so much damage there in the core. And then I don't know if you saw it, but out of the clan castle, he dropped some CC miners. So the CC miners is something that I'm absolutely loving right now at Town Hall 9. A lot of people are still on the bowlers. I think the bowler nerf is coming in this update. I think I saw something that said there's just going to be a hit point reduction. But the miners have been just absolutely killing it. So he just uses them. They clean up all the trash around the outside. And it just keeps the Valks inside the core of this base so that they can just absolutely wreck things. But everything is kind of converging into this 9 o'clock position. He's got a couple of Valks up, almost all of his miners up, Queen up with her ability, and that is going to be it for this base. So beautiful job to Snack Bar in this one. What a raid it was. Then he's got to travel all the way over to this Troll Tesla in the corner. But that is going to be no issue for these miners here. They're going to converge and end it. So very nice job to Snack. Really love that troop composition that he's using and the CC miners. That's pretty much been my thing as well. The top down 2 spots, we will check out Mud going in on this one. So Mud also taking it a little bit old school in this one, doing the Go Va-Ho. So a lot of people have adapted to using that HGHB. When that came out, that was huge. When there's kind of been this resurgence in air attacks with this shattered Bolalo coming out. So a lot of people are doing those types of attacks. But Mud taking it old school in this one, doing just the Go Va-Ho. So coming in here right through 12 o'clock, entering right to get that Queen out. He had CC Valks. Love the use of the Quake spells on this one. The Quake's going to move everything into the core. Unfortunately, it looks like the Queen is going to walk around the outside of the base for him, but this actually works out perfectly for him with a Lava Hound in the CC. So the Queen is not going to engage the Lava Hound, which means with all ground targeting troops in the core there, nothing is going to make that lava pop. Got a Tesla farm on the entry there, so that's also just an added bonus for the Valks. They're in there just doing work, and then here come all of the Hogs in right through 9 o'clock, and so he's going to take out all the defenses that may get his Queen. Just really smart play there, so his Queen can continue to work the outside of this base, get a lot of the trash cleaned up for him, and he still has 2 heal spells in the bag, and this base is almost wrecked already. There's just no bomb sets left. 1 double giant bomb has already been diffused. Half of the other double giant bomb is diffused already. The Hogs are going to just glance past a single bomb, which I hear those are going to be nerfed also in this update. So I believe there's going to be a resurgence in the Hog style attacks at Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 8. They're going to absolutely reign king in raids again. But everything is down, so we will go ahead and fast forward through this cleanup process. But just an absolutely beautiful job to mud in this one. Love that he took this one old school. So I'm having a drink now. I think I have the mic on, so everything should be okay this time around. Hopefully I don't miss anything. Alright, let's hop down a couple spots. Let's check out our boy Civ. So Civ going in on this one, and he is doing a queen walk into a Bajo. So again, so far we have not seen any of these HGHBs or the Goba Lalo attacks. So like I said, right now they are just the meta for the game, but people are just forgetting about the power of the Valkyries, the power of the queen walk. I know there has been some nerfs to it. It's taken some shots, but these attacks still get things done. So Civ's queen is moving in, got a rage spell down, helping the queen. She has taken a little bit of damage here, as well as fighting that sweeper, or at least the healer's fighting the sweeper there. But finally drops down the king there. He's going to create the second half of the funnel, and then everybody going to be able to push their way through right to the core of this base. Has a jump spell, which will bridge him all the way over to that queen compartment. So king taking a little bit of a walk for him. Really no matter for him. Unfortunately, did not get that baby drag on his original pull. So that is going to cause some problems for his Valkyries with the splash damage that the baby drag does. But very nicely getting through that. Healer's taking a little bit of a beating here. Poison's down on the queen, heal spell, and then here come the hogs in from 12 o'clock. Just all of them pretty much coming in. Cleared most of the bomb spots, and now the hogs just have to work their way down this base. He is going to run into this little Tesla farm here, which is going to be somewhat problematic for him. Doesn't have a heal spell for it. Their Valkyries are tanking some of those. Loses a few hogs to some spring traps here. And most of his hogs are actually going to peter out through this. So not going to have a whole lot done, but thankfully the queen is still up with her healers on them. There are plenty of Valks around the outside of the base. And the Wizard's actually just going to follow the Valks around the outside. So the Valk's going to take out the trash, the Wizards, and they're going to tank for the Wizards, and the Wizards are going to be able to shoot over the walls and take out most of these defenses. So we are fast-forwarding a little bit through this one. It is going to be a little slow as he's starting to run out of troops, but thankfully his queen is in a beautiful position to take out these last couple of things. And even though his Wizards do peter out, the queen is there to finish this one off. So nice job to Civ in this one. Really, really nice raid. I know that's kind of his comp that he's been working on a lot recently. So nice job to Civ on that one. And let's hop down. I think we're going to go down two or three more. Let's see. Let's check out Lionheart. We haven't seen Lion in a while. So Lionheart is going to be moving in on this one with what I believe is the Gobalalo. So it brings two golems, so just a shattered entry. So the two golems go down, creates a funnel with those whizzies, and his goal is to get in there and get to the queen. Unfortunately, the position where he dropped that first golem, it is taking a massive beating from the enemy queen there. But king, queen, everybody is down. He's got the funnel created. So he's going to drop these bowlers in. They're going to follow the royals into that queen compartment. And then a jump spell is going to allow him access to 2 air defenses. And so once you get the queen, 2 air defenses, and the CC taken care of, 2 lava hounds on the back end of this base. And there's just really nothing that can stop it right now if you do this right. The added bonus, also getting a Tesla farm there in the core. So 2 ADs, the Tesla farm, potentially both sweepers there. And this one is just going to be wrecked. So it is just beautiful. So a nice long deployment on these lava hounds, making sure they try to soak up as many of those air traps as possible. And then 3 haste spells are going to just be able to haste those balloons right into these air defenses and the defenses, or the other defenses, air targeting defenses here. The first lava hound did take quite a beating there. So it went down very early. The second one is really low health there, so as soon as it gets over to this AD, it's going to go down very fast, but does have one more haste spell to try to push these loons into this last air defense. I think that you're just going to go down. They're not going to be able to get it taken care of, but he has plenty of loons still up here. And if he can get that down, he is going to be pretty much golden here. So only one threat left, so it is just that Tesla, but thankfully a golem comes over, does all of the tanking on it. So we will fast forward only a couple of pups and one balloon up standing, but just enough to get this one done. So really, really nice job to Lionheart on this one. Very, very patient in the raid. And like I said, this strategy is just, it's so powerful right now. I have been running it very, very often on my Town Hall 9. Most bases just cannot stand up to it. Alright, so let's hop down one spot. We're going to check out my attack in this one, and it was against Dragon Bearcats. And this has kind of been my new composition, so everybody who's watched me really in the clan for a long time knows that one of my favorite strategies is the blue Veeler. I love putting healers on Valks and letting them just run through the base. And so what I do is kind of a modified blue Veeler here. So I started off with the Queen Walk. I try to break the Queen in, and then I bring Quake spells to allow the Queen to just walk through pretty much like 50 to 60% of the base, and then use the Valk healers on the other side. Unfortunately, my wall breaker placement wasn't perfect on this one, so the Queen is going to walk on me. So there was a little bit of an adjustment here. So my Quake spells go down pretty much just to open up the core of the base. Use a Baby Drag, Whiz to create this funnel on the other side. And as soon as this air defense goes down and that funnel is established, I'm going to go ahead and drop in the Valks with the healers on them. And they will go through. And unfortunately, I had a little bit of a wall breaker fail here, so not my cleanest raid. But the Valks get in this compartment with the King. And then pretty much they can just run through the rest of this base. So did not lure the CC here, so I had intended for the Queen to walk in through 6 o'clock and take care of that. So lost some Valks, also swagged a rage spell there in the beginning on accident. So not my cleanest raid, but then again, similar to Admiral Snack Bar, what I love to do is bring those CC miners in. They are so tanky and they just do so much damage. So 6 miners coming out of the CC, and the King and the Valks just running through the core of this base thanks to those Quake spells. And the Queen is just in a very, very nice position. She can reach so much here. And as soon as those miners start to work their way back to the outside of the base, the trash on the outside gets all cleaned up. And the Queen stepping up, she's doing a lot. She's got those healers on her. Unfortunately, she's going to be getting these Teslas all on her in just a second. So a rage spell goes down for her, keeping her up. Valks and the King are cleaning up the outside of the base, working up towards 9. The miners are working their way also towards 9 o'clock on the outside of the base. And the Queen is just doing a fantastic job walking her way through the base. So with the King ability and the Queen still up with the healers, the miners, this is absolutely wrecked. So this has just been kind of my troop composition over the last, I don't know, month or so. I've really just enjoyed doing it, especially when I can get it right. Obviously not everything went right there, but was able to save it. So hop down a few spots, check out Little John. So Little John really, really coming along. If you remember, a while ago, John was one of our top Town Hall 8s in the clan, has gone up to Town Hall 9, and is starting to really understand the Town Hall 9 meta. And so he's going in on this one with a Queen Walk into a Masked Valk, and I think John also brings a little bit of a Bowler Walk here. So he's got those 3 more healers in the bag, so that's going to be for his Bowler Walk here in just a second. So John, even with just that level 10 Queen, not afraid to go in here and do some absolutely insane things on bases. So there's the bowlers, there's the healers, and they will take a walk around the outside of the base here, which works out really perfectly for them because they're not in range of any of those air defenses. You can see those Valkyries coming in, so they're going to work with the King, work their way through the core of the base. Went ahead and used the King ability there. That was pretty early. But a heal spell down in the core. He's got a jump spell. That's going to get him all the way to the enemy Queen. And you can just see that he is just hollowing out the inside of the base. He's got the Queen taking care of one side, the Bowler Walk taking care of the other side. And this was just a very, very nice raid from John. I really like the interesting comps that he's bringing. So we'll fast forward through this just a little bit. We'll just 2x kind of through it. But it was just a really, really nice job. Love what he's doing, even with that little baby level 10 Queen, and using those bowlers. They're just too good right now. So he does have to backtrack just a little bit, get to one compartment that he didn't reach in the beginning, but so many troops up, and it is over. So beautiful job to Little John in this one. And God, he's just coming along as a Town Hall 9. All right, let's look at one more, and I think it's going to be, oh boy, I think it's 23. So 23, so we did have some Town Hall 8s in this one. Want to give a shout out to our Town Hall 8s. So Kyrios, good friend of ours. He's been subbing in a couple of our arranged wars, especially when we need Town Hall 8s. So a lot of our guys are transitioning up to Town Hall 9, things like that. So we're having to look for some Town Hall 8s. We're moving mostly to a pretty heavy Town Hall 9 clan. A lot of the leadership is stepping up to Town Hall 10 currently to help out Lights Out, which is really, I think, going to help us in our arranged wars. So he's moving in at a Town Hall 8 level with these Go Vaho with the Quad Quakes. So still probably one of the most OP strats at Town Hall 8, just unstoppable. So the Clan Castle is emptying out, has the heal spell down. For those Valks, needs to use those Quakes. Yeah, there they go. All right, so the Quakes are finally going down there, so that's going to allow him just to keep working his way through the base here. And pops that King ability. The Valks are all inside of that. Here come the Hogs. They're just going to flank things on the backside of this base and pretty much just terrorizing it from the inside. So everything is being tanked. All the defense is being tanked by those golems. The Hogs coming in. A couple more coming in from 6 o'clock. Going to take out this compartment down here with the Archer Tower and the Tesla, as well as this Wizard Tower. Some of those Hogs, they're on pretty low health there, so no heal for them. Both heals were burned on the Go Va portion, I guess, of this raid. I am a big proponent of that. I think that the Valkyries add a lot of value overall in these types of raids. So keeping the Valks up, more important, I think, than keeping the Hogs up in some cases, because the DPS that you're getting from the Valkyries is just insane. But the Valks, a couple of Hogs finishing up these last couple of trash buildings, and that is going to be that. So nice job to our Town Hall 8s getting this taken care of in the war. I think we only had 3 in this one, so I think the breakdown was like 2, 22, and 3 for this war. But a nice job. So great job to both sides in this one. Olympus 300 came out swinging in the beginning. They were up at one point by 30 stars. So I know one of the things that we've struggled with in X with these types of arranged wars and stuff like that is just the pace, keeping up the pace, keeping the war close. And so that happened with Alumino, that happened in 0300. So we're working on those things, hoping to get those taken care of and continue to move forward, continue to be a strong clan. And you know, I'm just doing my part. So I will be looking out for hopefully the next arranged war for us. You know, hopefully I can find one soon and we can get another recap going. But I'm glad to be back. Hopefully you guys are glad to have me back. Like I said, there'll be some content. Might not be as much content as before, but I'm definitely going to bring something to you guys. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you like the new intro. Hope you like everything that's going on with the clan. If you're looking to come hang out with us, if you're looking to arrange with us, you can hit me up. You know, I'm on YouTube. I'm on GroupMe. I'm on Discord. I'm online. I have everything. I'll post a lot of that in the description below. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, this is Sam. Peace.
First we gonna rock, then we gonna fold, then we let it pop, don't let it go. Come on, X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya, X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya.